So give me 2 seconds. I am going to share my live. We are going to do a full on face glam with one of the collections. Do you see this face? This needs glamified right now. So any of you who are watching, give me 2 seconds. And I'm sharing in a group. And I'm sharing one more time. Hi, Jerry. Heather, you're on. Who else is on? I'm going to do a full glam tutorial. I'm going to feature free products. And it's going to be awesome. I just got to share one more time. Okay. Hi, Shannon. Welcome. So I am going to feature products from one of our collections. Now, here's some big news, guys. March is part of our spring launch, okay? And so we have lots of fun things that are going to be happening in the future, but as a result, it makes February super fabulous because they basically hack prices, give you the best deals, and they're just giving products away like crazy. Like it's like Oprah's show where everybody gets something, okay? So with the collection Most Wanted, there's 3 different collections that they're actually adding more product to, so you get free products and they're not changing the price at all. So with Most Wanted, you are going to get, and we're going to start with, I already have my lotion on, so you're going to get our face primer. Please excuse this mess on my upper lip here. I was recently sick with a cold. I know everybody has been getting it, and so if you had it, I feel ya. But as a result, I was blowing my nose, and so like I ended up with like blisters all over my upper lip because I didn't. Well, I was putting lotion on my face, but my skin is really sensitive. And I think whatever tissues and wipes that I was using to blow my nose, basically I was just reaching for anything that was nearby, but my whole upper lip blistered pretty bad. So anyway, that is why that's staring y'all in the face. So with the Most Wanted collection, we're going to start with the primer. The primer is like this awesome silicone-based texture that basically the idea of a primer is your makeup stays on, goes on even, it stays on longer, and it kind of fills in those fine lines and pores so that your foundation doesn't settle in your fine lines and pores. But we're going to do foundation last because I always do my eyes first. I prep my skin and then I do my eyes. Gloria, how are you? What's great is you get a palette with the Most Wanted collection, and so I'm featuring palette number 4 because this palette also comes in the kit. And I want to show you how many different things you can do with the palette. Number 1 being brows. So I'm going to use a liner brush, and I'm going to use these matte colors here, and we're going to fill in these brows because they're sparse and they're looking a little naked. So I just kind of buff the eyeshadow and I follow my natural hairline. I don't do anything super crazy here, okay? I want it to look natural, but I don't mind a little bit of drama with the brows. Brows are so trendy right now. If you are not on board with the brow game, you are out of the game. Gloria, I'm so glad you're doing well. Shannon, so glad you're here. Anybody else watching? Give you a little shout out here. We're doing a full face of glam, so I'm going to be here for a minute with you guys. So if you're cooking dinner or just hanging out, I will be with you. Okay, so I kind of go in a little lightly just on the edges there. I want this to have that gradient effect. And so I'm going mostly in with Arrogant, believe it or not. And I'm going to go to the other side. Lord help me get these brows right because I can never seem to get these sisters to look like twins. Let's just be real. But I'm still just following my natural hairline here. I think I have more hair on the other side than this side, so it makes it like a little trickier. So I'm just using the palette for the brows, and it really go on so nicely, right? Now I'm like, oh, my eyes are already coming together. And so I just kind of buff the outer part of the brow so you can get that gradient look so it's not too heavy in that front area there. And same thing over here, I just kind of buff that out so that you guys, so you can see that lighter area and then it goes into the darker brow, okay? So brows are in place, and the next thing you are going to do is your eyes. I always do eyeshadow next because if you have any fallout or any under eye issues, you can just, we're gonna get rid of that and crisp up the corners with the foundation. So Shannon, you've never put anything on your brows. Girl, you gotta do the brows. The brows are the thing that are going crazy. So also in the Most Wanted collection, you will get an eye pencil or you can get a lip pencil. So I'm choosing to feature one of the eye pencils, and I'm just gonna stay close to my lashes here, and I'm just gonna buff this in. I don't need to be super neat about it. Most of this is going to get covered up anyway, but it just adds a little bit of depth to the lashes. I'm also going to go underneath here. I'm not doing like the full creepy eye. I know I usually lift this a little higher. I'm trying to get better at like not creeping y'all out. Good, Shannon. Let me know how that goes. I'd love to see that. And if any of you guys are watching, feel free to share this to your page. I would so appreciate that. I would love you to share this on your Facebook page. So I'm just getting the pencil here. I'm smudging this on the upper lash line here. I'm not being super neat about it because I'm still going to do my eyeshadow over this, and I'm just creating some depth. I'm going to add a little bit on the bottom too. And I'm not going all the way to the inner corner. Notice that. I'm just sticking to my lash line. If you do go all the way to the corner with black, it actually makes your eyes look smaller, so don't do it. Get out of the habit. It's an old thing to do. Okay, so now we're going to do eyeshadow. We're featuring palette number 4. This comes with the collection Most Wanted. This is a $74 savings this month only. Okay, so they've added some products to this collection. So I think that, what am I feeling here? What am I feeling here? A little bit of both? Hi, Jeannie. How are you? So let's start with a transition color. A transition color is kind of like this crease color that it should be a matte color. So we can use this blue or we can use this brown. I think I'm going to keep it all natural tonight and go in with the matte brown and then go in the crease here. So I've got this fluffy brush. I already have the primer all over the eyes. And I'm just kind of buffing this in. Again, you don't need to worry about being super neat with your eyeshadow. We can make a little mess. And basically the more rubbing around that you do with the brush, the more blending you're going to do. I'm holding pretty far back on the brush so that I don't put too much pressure and so that I can blend a little easier. And you can use these little tiny circular motions to buff that in. And you'll see no harsh lines, no harsh lines. That's the goal here. So I'm just going in with the matte brown. And I just like slightly tapped it there, and then I'm going into the crease area. I'm placing where I want the color, and then I'm just blending that in. Small circular motions, blend, 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 blend. You can do the windshield wiper. I call this like the windshield wiper. You just got going back and forth. I know a lot of people are really scared of eyeshadow, but it doesn't need to be scary. You need a transition color, a lid color, and a highlight. Those are the three main things that you need when you're putting eyeshadow on. So you can do that with 3 colors. I'm just deepening the crease here. I'm just doing my windshield wiper. And who's ever watching, say hello so I know you're here. Sometimes it doesn't always show me who's watching. But if you are watching and you have a chance to share this to your wall, I would love if you did that. I appreciate that so much. And thank you all for tuning in. I'm featuring this collection called Most Wanted. We are basically giving away free products this month. And I don't want you guys to miss out. I want you to see everything that comes in this collection and how you basically get your full face of glam in one collection. So this one is called Most Wanted, and it is our most wanted products. It is our best-selling products for good reason, and all together it just makes the perfect eyeshadow, the perfect look for, this could be a work look, this could be a glam. I'm doing a full glam look tonight, but you can work this palette however you want. So I've got my transition color in place, and then I'm gonna go in with a lid color, but I'm gonna be a little dramatic tonight. So I'm gonna go in with Secretive, and I'm just gonna use a shadow brush, something a little bit flat but a little bit fluffy. And then I'm just gonna pat this into place. So I'm going on my lid color here. It blends really well with the transition color. The reason why you don't want to do shimmer colors in your crease is that, I'm not saying it's against the rules. There's really no rules of makeup, but if you have a lot of creases in your eyes, or if you have a hooded eye, the shimmer just kind of takes over and it gets everywhere. So you really want to focus that shimmer mostly on the lid here. But I'm going to go back and just transition this a little bit more. I know I'm obsessed with this transition, but I feel like this is the part that requires the most blending. The lid part, easy. You just like pat that on the eyes. But the transition is really the place where you want to focus that that blending, okay? Who's Amanda? Oh my gosh. As I live and breathe, you are the most impossible girl to get a hold of, but I'm so glad you're on tonight. Thank you for popping on and tuning in. Okay, so we are featuring palette number 4. The collection Most Wanted, and I'm blending my transition color here. Okay, so the last thing that you need, you have a crease color, you have a lid color, and then we're just going to do a highlight on the brow. And of course, this is the perfect color for that. This is Tender in palette number 4. And you can also use a somewhat big fluffy brush. I don't have another great one. I usually use this one for my brow highlight. Okay, so I'm gonna just pat that in here just ever so lightly, and we're gonna highlight our brow. And look at that shabam. We're bringing the light to all the right places. Okay? Amanda, hey, I didn't know you were trying to get a hold of me. I'll PM you myself. My kids are always stealing my phone. Hey, I know how that is. Yes, definitely send me your number. I would love that. I would love to get together with you. Okay, so we're just highlighting the brow. This is Tender. If you have a chance to share my video on your wall, I would love if you did that. No obligation. But we're just bringing all the light to the right areas. We're going to bring that into the inner corner here, okay? And I'm just transitioning that up into the brow area. And it also blends pretty nicely into the transition color. So we don't want any harsh lines. We're going to fix all of this edge stuff up at the end when we put our foundation on. And we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to use my liner brush that I used earlier on my brows and just buff this into these brown colors into the pencil liner that I already have in place. I know I used black, but we're just blending some brown in there. We're just gonna get this smoky and sultry looking. Now, when you're doing your eyeshadow, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's getting everywhere. This is a mess. I look terrible. But don't worry about being messy. That's why we do our foundation last, is because we get to hide all of the mistakes and flaws that we made along the way. And if you saw me up close, do you guys see that, like, that serious fallout? I don't even know how that ended up there, but I just rubbed it in. So you can see, like, my gold cheeks. Big deal. Big deal. I have gold cheeks right now. We're going to hide that. So I'm smudging in the smoky brown color here on the bottom, making this beautiful sultry smoky look. And a neutral eye. I really think you guys can pull this off for a daytime look as well. So this is a perfect daytime look, date time look. It doesn't matter what color eye you have. Browns and neutrals work for everybody. So I started in with the pencil before I put on the eyeshadow, and now I'm just going to sandwich that in. And sandwiching is just starting with liner and finishing with liner so that, you know, you just have this bold look. So I'm going across the lash line again. This kind of gives it a lot more drama, okay? Brooke, how are you this evening? Thank you so much for tuning in. I am doing a full glam look with one of our collections, which is actually $75 in free product this month only. So you get a pencil liner with it. And you get a palette. So palette number 4 is on the eyes. So we're going to move on to finishing up this phase and then doing our lips. Okay, so your liquid foundation also comes with the Most Wanted kit. And, okay, I have my blending bud and I already have it dampened from the water in the bathroom. Okay, so you just need a little bit. And you're going to see, look at all this redness on my face. We've got like fallout under my eyes, which is like a serious issue. And we're just going to cover this. Look, oh my gosh, I had a zit here that I picked before I went on live. We're going to hide this hot mess here. All right, so this is what I usually do, is just kind of spread this out evenly on my skin. Excuse me. And then start blending that in. So we're going to hide all of that fallout that came when we were doing our eyeshadow. We're going to hide this blister of a mess under here. Yes, free makeup. How can you say no to free makeup? So basically $75 in free makeup with the Most Wanted kit. So they've added more products to the collection and they haven't changed the price. So this is a $149 collection that comes with primer, a palette, your liquid foundation, and you're going to get some of the new 3D lashes. you're going to get a liquid lipstick and a lip stain, which we're going to get to next. Look at how this liquid foundation, oh gosh, I hardly blended. I got a little crazy there. Is anybody surprised I got a little crazy? That's what happens when you do makeup in your phone. Like, you can't really see yourself very well. But we cleaned up all of that under eye area just with the liquid foundation. I didn't even use concealer. And the blending bud like comes to a point so you can get in some pretty good definition. I have another blending bud that gets in these small areas, but whatever. Okay, so we just took my face from a super hot mess, red and splotchy, and we're just blending in the liquid foundation here. Hi, Tiffany. How are you this evening? Hope you're having a fabulous night. I am featuring the Most Wanted collection. I am finishing up with the liquid foundation. Gosh, blend, 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 blend. This blending bud does take a little bit more time and finesse. You know, maybe a couple minutes, but for me, I think it's totally worth it because the way it blends in and goes into your skin looks so much more natural. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Thank you so much. I miss you so much at work. I have one less person to chat with on a daily basis. Hope you're having a great day. Great evening. Okay. So it's blended. It's in. My face looks fantastic. I'm happy with that. Okay, so my eyes are done except for the fiber lashes. Gina, how are you? So we're going to do fiber lashes, or do you want to do lips next? And then we can finish with fiber lashes, whatever you want to do. Are we ready for lips? Let's do some lips. So I'm actually going to use both of these products. This is in Spontaneous. I wish I had Sentimental, but I lost it. I don't know how. But Sentimental is the liquid lipstick that also comes in the kit. But you can select any color that you want with the Most Wanted collection. So this is our matte liquid lipsticks. They go on creamy, velvety, smooth. They're so pigmented, you're not going to have to fuss with your lips once they're in place. It has a curve or rounded area here, and it comes to a point, which is great for precision and getting on effortlessly. So if you like to rub your lips together, you can transfer the color here, and then you can define your Cupid's bow. Can't talk and do my lips at the same time. So this is Spontaneous. It is a bold color. I love it very, very much. It is fabulous. This takes the whole look to another level to me. When you do a bold lip, it says a lot. So we're going to finish up by topping it off with a lip stain. The reason why I like topping any kind of lip color with a lip stain is it like locks it in place. It seals in your lips so that it's going to stay even longer. If you have ever seen our lip stains, they're like literally no joke. So this is a purple one, which I thought would go really nicely with the color I've already chosen. And you'll see, like, when I put it on, it's not going to change the color very much at all. It goes on pretty liquidy, but it dries. see that really didn't change the color, but it's going to seal in my lips. So when this dries, I got my lips on and they are not going anywhere. Our lip stains are meant to last. So while we're waiting for the lips to dry, let's go to the eyes and finish off with the 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. This is the new formula. Hi Pam, how are you? This is our new formula. It's a new bottle design. You can't tell from the outside. So if you had the old formula, I have 2 of the bottles here. Hold on. If you had the old formula, it does look the same, but actually it is not. So the design is different. There's a bottleneck cleaner here that cleans your brush off when you pull it out and put it in. The fibers are actually a different texture. They are nylon fibers, and the actual gel of the 3D Fiber Lashes has new polymers in it. Polymers is a fancy word for like more stickiness and creaminess. And that's exactly what they have designed here. So this is your brush, and it goes on very smooth. Somebody was asking me if this is waterproof. And you know what? I took a shower with this the other day and they did not stay in place. So I do not believe this is a waterproof, mascara, which is okay because waterproof mascaras can be very drying to your lashes. So I'm just sticking on these little tiny hair-like fibers. I'm being very gentle with the application here. I'm just kind of gliding this on lightly as if I were like putting tips on the tips of my lashes. I want that to dry, so I'm going to do the bottom and just rub this in place. It's going to be hard not to be able to open my mouth. Everybody else make this mascara look. I can't help it. Okay, there's that, and then actually I put fibers on the bottom. I just like kind of touch it right on the tips. Especially for a dramatic look, I think it works. Plus I've been using this a while, so my finesse with finagling back and forth between the 2 bottles and putting on the fibers, I feel very comfortable. But initially I did not do that. So I think the top is pretty good and dry. And we're going to go and seal in these fibers. And I'm going to add probably another coat for a little more drama. You'll see I have like little tiny, tiny baby lashes. And they really come to life using the 3D fibers. So who else is on? Hello. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know that you're here. Sometimes it doesn't tell me who's here. But I am featuring the collection Most Wanted tonight. And our collections have all been kind of like, I guess you want to say revamped, maybe revamped, but they've added some free products to the collections. So this collection here is actually $75 in free product. So I'm very nicely just kind of pushing this in and wiggling my comb here, okay? I feel like I just bumped I didn't. Okay, do you see this drum? Like, it is really coming to life over here. And then I'm just going to seal this off one last time and make sure these fibers really stay in place. I'm pressing and wiggling and pulling up all at the same time. I really want these fibers to stay, and they will. Once this stuff dries, you should not have any fallout on your eyes, and you got all this super magnified lashes that really finish off the whole look. Right? Okay, so my lips are dry now. So this is our stains. They are locked in place. It's liquid, it dries, it stays on. It is no joke, okay? So that's why I like to seal in our lip colors with our lip stains, because it just locks and loads it, right? So you might have just a tad of transfer. This transfer is from the liquid lipstick. Once the kind of excess transfer is gone, you are not going to have any more fallout, if you want to call it fallout. Okay, so let's look at these lashes here. I'm really zoomed in. You love me. So I'm going to look up so you guys can see, like, look at these little baby lashes and look at the drama that I get with the 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. I just love it. I wear them every single day. It is not damaging to my eyes. So I can't say enough about it. Let's talk about what you get in the collection. Boom, 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 boom. An eye pencil, a liquid lipstick, a lip stain, a palette, our liquid foundation. I'm running out of fingers. Our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara and the primer, okay? All of this. It's $75 in free product, and this is for $149, okay? So this is the most wanted collection. And you saw I did my entire face with all of these products, and you are ready for a night out. Now, one last trick. Because this collection does not come with any blush, you can actually use our liquid lipsticks as a blush. I know, it's a little bit scary. I actually haven't done it in a while, so if I come out here looking like a clown, I'm going to be upset. But I have done this before. You don't need much. I just like use the littlest, tiniest dot here, and we're going to blend this in like a blush. So it really looks very natural. It's like a cream blush. Okay, you see that? And like you saw how much I used, right? I mean, the littlest, tiniest dot here. And you got yourself some blush. So I'm telling you, you can use this collection in so many different ways. The palette, look at that. That is like the perfect blush. And I used the liquid lipstick. It's like my favorite trick. So this is the whole thing, guys. The most wanted is our top selling products, and you guys just have to check out these 3 collections that we're basically giving stuff away. It is too good to pass up. So I had to share with you my full glam look tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous evening.